Chadian President Idriss Deby has been re-elected in a landslide first-round victory, winning his fifth term with 61.5% of the vote in April 10th poll. Now, Chad's Election Commission made the announcement on Thursday. President Deby is an important ally of the West in the fight against Islamic militants. The 63-year-old Deby argued during the campaign that only his government was capable of ensuring security amid a rising wave of extremist violence. Well, now, President Deby, who gained power in 1990 at the end of an armed rebellion, abolished restrictions in 2004 on how many times the president can run for office. VOA reporter Bagassi Koura has just returned from Chad, where he covered the elections, and now joins me in studio. Welcome to Africa 54, and it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Sometime. Now, first, there was something interesting about this result. The announcement was done at some odd hours, right?
Yeah, at night time, there were police forces everywhere, from what I've been hearing. And people have been afraid for several days now because they didn't know exactly what to expect because, you know, they voted since April 10, and it's only yesterday they got the results.
That's a long time. You were there.
Yes.
How would you describe the conduct of the election?
I think the campaign was kind of fair. The campaign was fair, but the election, we could start seeing that, you know, many things went wrong. There are places where people didn't get to vote. It happened in the west of the country. It happened in some neighborhood like Putal Bagar in Jamena, where people think these are stronghold of opposition. They didn't get the ballot. You know, early in the morning, Putal Bagar, I think it was 9, 10, they ran out of ballot, and instead of sending them ballots, they sent them police forces to keep them quiet all day. And after the vote, what happened was people had the sense, this time around, maybe we will have a runoff at least. If Deby wins, it will still be okay. At least we have a sense of the beginning of some change. Maybe next time around, if we go to runoff this time, next time around, you know, we can have a full change. And this was a surprise yesterday because the opposition, they had 13 candidates, you know, one drop, so they had 12, you know, facing Idriss Deby. And they were hoping if they all do a good campaign, they could force him to a runoff, you know. But after the vote, they felt good because people came out in great number. I think the number we had is like 76% of participation. But in the end, what we got is that they were not involved in the rest of the process.
So it's like the government controlled the voting process, they controlled the counting process, and eventually, when the counting was being done, technically the opposition was completely cut out of this, only to be surprised by a result at some crazy hour of the night, right?
Yeah, exactly. They were cut off, and you have some ballots that have disappeared after the vote in provinces. The second town of Chad, Mundu, where the mayor of that town is one of the main contenders. He came in third, according to the Electoral Commission. His town has many issues during election day. And you have police forces sometimes taking ballot and, you know, making sure they are counted wherever they want the ballot to go.
So another term. For how many years? 5, right?
5 years. And what is surprising, it's kind of, you know, you have around Chad, countries like Niger, Benin in West Africa, having election and giving a result within 2-3 days.
Yeah, but this one, too long.
This one, they have to take so long.
Well, very interesting there. Thanks, nevertheless, for being there, covering it, and coming to tell us more about it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Bagassi. Well, thanks to reporter Bagassi Koura, who just returned from Chad.